legends, heroes, and poopy heads. Welcome to the Omni Flash channel, where Omni Flash will take gaming to the next level.
Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Omni Flash, and I am your guide to Perfect World Mobile. Today's video, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to get super strong very quickly. What I always do on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays is try to find a group, try to make a party for Mirage Dungeon. Now the Mirage Dungeon changes every single week. Today we are going to show you Cave of Treasures Mirage. This is one of the hardest dungeons that you can get. The Cave of Treasures Mirage features two bosses. One is Linus. He actually casts very strong fire whirlwinds that will devastate most of your clerics. It's very hard to heal through those whirlwinds if your DPS doesn't somehow dodge them. It's actually kind of hard to dodge the whirlwinds. Also, while he's doing these whirlwinds, you're going to have some minions, they're called capital warlocks, who deal a ton of damage to your DPS and healer. But today we're going to show you exactly how to pass both bosses. The second boss is Tempest. He does serious damage with AoEs. But after you finish this dungeon, you are going to be able to get some super great loot. And depending on the floor of the Mirage Dungeon that you do want to start trying to get yourself strong enough to do floor 11 and up. We are going to do floor 26. My battle ranking is 654k. This dungeon is 770k. So it is possible as a tank or a cleric to do this dungeon with much less battle ranking than it actually says. So you don't need 770k battle rating to do this dungeon as long as you are built correctly as a tank or as a cleric. As a tank, I do recommend that you have 100% block. Try to get as many sage skills as you can. Do get that rage burst, which allows you to pull the mobs together. It will allow you to clear these mobs much faster. See, I pulled them together and my DPS was able to drop some rocks and blow them up swiftly. And then you do only have 15 minutes to do this dungeon. You will fail if it takes you too long to finish this dungeon. So be sure to get all your potions, all your HP food up. Make sure that the HP food is healing you at 90% or higher. Make sure that you have the best mana food. You don't want to run out halfway. For the higher floors of Mirage, it is very recommended that you have a goblin pet. It's super important if you are DPS and as a cleric because you are super squishy. Also, I like to grab a golden poppy when you're doing this dungeon. It will last 10 minutes. Alright, so once you get Linus, you want to slowly bring him to the corner. And sometimes he doesn't follow you. It's like he gets lost. If you drag him too quickly, he may lose aggro. So you got to pull him all the way here, all the way in the corner. The reason we are pulling him all the way in the corner is because during this fight, he will spawn capital warlocks. If you fight Linus in the middle, you're going to have like four capital warlocks attacking you. Alright, so here's one of the capital warlocks, and they hurt, especially if you are DPS. I just popped my turtle, which increases my defense immensely. So I'm still standing right here, but you see the capital warlock all the way over there on the other side is still attacking Famous. So you do want to eliminate the capital warlock that is closest to you as quick as possible. Now you see all this fire. During this fire, it's recommended that you use tranquilizers and your immunity skills, such as Chi Burst. As tank, not so necessary. As long as you have turtle, you're going to do fine. But as a healer and as DPS, very much necessary to use tranquilizers, very much necessary to use your best HP pills. You want to help out your healer as much as possible. This dungeon is so tough that it has wiped out my healer. I thought that Capital Warlock somehow respawned, but Neko was actually hit by a different Capital Warlock. When you are fighting Linus, it's important to try to stay as close to that wall, that far wall, so that you don't get any aggro from the Warlocks. Make sure, just try to blend in with the wall, because you sure don't want those Warlocks to start hitting you with those balls. I remember when I was a cleric, I'm sure those like 3 or 4 balls would probably just end you. So be careful. We were able to take out Linus because he only had about 10% HP when I went down, and our DPS were able to outlast him. After that, you just have to clean up these mobs and you'll get to the very last boss. This very last boss is pretty tough. It is sort of recommended for the higher level Mirages, for this Mirage in particular, to take 2 healers, because for this last boss, he does a super AoE, and in order for you to keep your DPS alive, you want to use your blue bubble, you regenerate. And this, if you have 2 healers, you are able to do regenerate on one healer, the second regenerate on the next healer, and then the cooldown will reset for the first healer to regenerate again. Alright, so the way you want to take him, you want to take him at the bottom of the stairs, facing away from your DPS. It is recommended that your DPS sort of bunch up together on top of the stairs, because there will be red circles on the ground and you can move as a group left or right. Alright, so whenever these little zombies appear, you do want to aggro them. Just do an AoE aggro and it will group them up so your team can destroy them. Alright, Tempest has grown even stronger. Be sure to use your HP pills. Be sure to use your tranquilizer when this AoE is coming up. It is coming up. It will tell you when, or it says use your defensive cooldowns and group healing. However, it doesn't start until right now. At right now, that's when you want a cheap burst. That's when you want a tranquilizer. It tells you so much ahead. It's sort of like it tells you use your defensive cooling, and then you have to wait about 2 seconds to use your regenerate if you are a healer. If you are a DPS and you are just using chi burst or tranquilizer, I think it's about 3.5 seconds after you see that remark defensive cooling. So this dungeon is kind of tough because you have to figure out, you have to get a sense of when to use your chi burst, because it's not at the time you see defensive cooldowns. It doesn't say that's not the time. Alright, so after you DPS and beat them, this is where you get your loot. You get these sweet little boxes. I've already beat this boss twice on my tank, and you see that there's a 55% chance of an essence skill, 55% chance of ancient skill scroll. There's those red ARCHAIC scrolls. There's blessing stones, all some good stuff. I can get level 3 sacred books. This is good stuff. Let's open them. And I did get an ancient skill scroll. I get see what else I can get. Oh, another ancient skill scroll and an essence skill. So today I think I got two level 3 books, an essence scale, and 2 ancient steel scrolls. I also got an ARCHAIC scroll for my level 4, level 5, and level 6 sacred books. This was a great run. You can see how many millions of gold that you can make when you do Mirage. So be sure to do this. If you need to make some gold coins, sell those ancient skill scrolls. I do recommend that you use your essence scales if you don't have essence scales in all of your soul stone slots. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below. Alright, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and comment below to be entered to win a $25 iTunes or Google Play gift card June 30th, 2020.